Hello, my Aries collective. So today I really didn't come with a plan. I'm just going to see what the cards want to reveal to you. Like always, I'm not going to put a title in it. I'm just going to say a reading for Aries. Okay. Just because I believe that if it's for you, you'll know to click on it. So anyways, I wanted to pull some of these out before I started. Today it's like really different is what I can tell you. The energy feels different. I feel different. It's just a weird, different energy. So the first thing we have for you, my Aries, is a unicorn. It says, use your intuition to make beneficial changes. And that's interesting because I said, if it's for you, you'll know to touch it, right? To read this. And then the second thing it says, pale, time to get out of a situation. See, use your intuition. It says, use your intuition to make beneficial changes. And then it says to get out of a situation. The next thing that we have here is these three fell together. So I'm going to take them together. We have January. So this situation must have started since January through April. So something you were involved in from January all the way through April. And it's a commitment with the marriage card. So it doesn't mean it's an actual marriage. It actually feels something that you committed yourself to. And then right here, it has the boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goal. And actually, when I saw the boot, I didn't see what it says. I heard, give it the boot. And that, I guess that's the saying. So it's literally, I feel like, and then I'm hearing that song, these boots are made for walking. So that's just what we'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. I'm hearing that song too. So it kind of feels like, first, there's something in your intuition that's telling you that you're just not part of a group. You're not part of a team. You're not part of something. And you're being told, hey, maybe it's time for you to break up this commitment that you put yourself in. It seems like the commitment you put yourself in, Aries, started around January all the way through April, and this is not a good commitment for you. I want to see how this commitment is going to be affecting you. Okay, this rune is the rune of the connection, which is crazy that it comes out. One second. It's the rune of Gebo, and it's literally partnerships. So literally I am talking about somebody or something you're connected to. I don't feel this romantic. I feel like it can be an organization you signed into. It can be a friend group that you've aligned yourself with, an organization. I don't know. It's just something that you connected with. And then we have the maple leaf, but it came out backwards, like, face down. I needed to look it up because it really like drew my attention, this fact that it's a maple leaf. And it says here that it is a symbol of unity, pride, and national identity. And then it also says peace, diversity, and inclusivity. I just, in Japanese, it's knowledge, wisdom gained over time. I feel very strongly that your affiliation with these people or this organization or whatever was made for you to bring peace into your life, to bring connections, to bring, I don't know, sovereignty into yourself, like all that kind of stuff. But instead, you're receiving a lot of negativity towards it. And I feel very strongly to tell you that the person that I'm specifically talking to, you know perfectly well that this connection is not good for you. And so what they're telling you is it's a time for you to potentially um, separate yourself or part ways with this energy. What will happen if they don't part ways? We have 7 and 7 spirituality. And what happens if they do? Karmic completion, number 10. Okay, so I need to see more about this spirituality because it feels like it's going to affect your spirit in spirituality. Because I asked, what if you don't go? And this is if you go. Karmic completion means that you finished a cycle and that you're moving forward. What does spirituality mean in this? we have the dawn, and it says, slow it down. Oh, more slower still. Become the witness swelling in presence. And it feels like it's going to slow down your spiritual growth, actually, your connection to these people, this connection, this commitment you made. Karmic, what will happen for that karmic completion? Oh, I got another one that fell on the floor. Hold on. It's not one, it's two that fell on the floor. This one said came out separate, and it's Angelica. Angelica, the bells have rung, chiming far and near. Underneath feathered wings, my dear, you have nothing to fear. So it does look like your angels are telling you that you won't have to fear anything. It's just one of those things where when the bells are rung and stuff, we do ring bells and stuff to clear the energy. So it feels like something where it's going to help you clear your energy. Then it has forged in fire. Your strength was crafted through adversity, a mastery only you behold. And so this, do you see how there's swords? There's five swords. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, five swords in the cauldron. Five swords for me looks like this. The reason it says karmic completion is because this is connected to your Chiron. And that is a lesson that you came to learn in this life. And then it says candle dressings. Um, Sharp as nails, engraving my will, intention spoken, declared what will be. And this is the energy of, I feel like, a ritual for yourself. So after you finish and disconnect with these people or this organization, I do believe that you should go into a period of time of doing ritual work to clear your aura of all the contracts and agreements and things that you did in connecting with these people. So, and I'm saying these people because this feels like a group, an organization, something that you connected to. It doesn't seem like one person, and it doesn't seem romantic at all. Okay. So let me know more about 77 and the dawn. This is interesting because we get two pages here. So the first thing we have is the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a foundation. So this reminds me a lot of your root chakra. So this group that you were connected to were connected to the foundational beliefs that you were in. This is not something new that you happened upon. This feels older, like friends from childhood, like acquaintances from childhood, the things you used to do back in the day and still doing it now. Because the Four of Wands is your foundation. So again, it's something you've been doing for a long with the same people for a long period of time. So this feels like let's say, like, again, it feel like a group of friends that you've known since you were a kid, or the ones that you knew since high school, or something like that. It feels longer. The thing is that within both of them, we have the Page of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. This is telling me that the people, it can be two people that we're talking about that you're connected to. One of them is has the energy of the Page of Swords. This is a person that likes to put their foot in their mouth a lot. Like, they talk really quickly and they're impulsive. They do things because they think they're learning, they think they're expanding, but they're actually like in a lower frequency when they're doing this, because it all comes from an immature belief system. Then the other one is one that likes to spend money. So it's one of those that doesn't know how to save, doesn't know how to move forward. It's one that is always like, oh, the next best thing. Oh, this is great. This is great. And the gambling feels like in here, or things like that. So you have one that's impulsive, that's quick in the tongue, that likes to create brawls, that is always learning new things, but never really learns them. They just kind of jump into it and whatever. And then the other one's always spending money. And here we have the energy of the Death card with the Empress card, and what is causing you, and what, as you stay with this group, right? It's killing your energy of the Empress. It's killing your authority, your strength, your abundance, the energy that you have in the sacral space and your inner child energy. It's killing that. So in the bottom of the deck, we have the Lovers and the Three of Coins. So see, the decision to stay in this connection is creating the Justice card with the Ace of Cups, which is um, balance has to come into your life, right? But justice for me, it feels like court proceedings, and this can be in the physical or in the spiritual. So these people are going to get you in some deep shit, right? Um, and I see with the Ace of Cups, that's a lot of emotions on your behalf. And I can tell you that me personally, I know for myself and how my guides talk to me, Ace of Cups represents a lot of um, crying, sadness, disappointment, disillusionment, yada yada. And it can be because of court stuff. So I feel like the people, these two people have a way of getting you into trouble. And this wouldn't be the first time they get you into this mess. And they're letting you know that it's time for you to disconnect from that group. Now, if you do disconnect from them, like I told you, you're going to be guided and helped out of it. Oh, I wasn't going to do this, but on this same deck, but I started doing it, so I'm going to go with that. We have the Star card, and that's and the Devil card. And the Queen of Wands with the Hangman. That's crazy because that's 3 major arcanas and 4 cards. 7 of Cups in reverse. Eight of Swords. And this is why they tell you you're going to have to do rituals cleansings. So it looks like you creating that desire of removing yourself from this situation. That's the Star card, right? Means that you're going to actually see the devil that has the contract that you have been bound to. Okay? How would you see it? That would be like once you separate from those people, they act out, they act stupid, they start bashing you, they start doing all these things to obstruct the way that you're moving forward. It's like they're trying to stop you every way possible, right? And so now you're starting to know that maybe this friendship that you've had since childhood, or these people that have been your ride or die this entire time, are actually keeping you stuck in a vibration that is not good for you, because they're going to do to you what they do with you to other people. Okay? Because we're seeing the Queen of Wands here, and I don't feel like that's you stepping into your power. No, no, no. I feel like that's going to create a torment within them. It's going to activate the volcano. Their anger is going to be approached towards you. And that's going to get you stuck for a while, because you're going to be like, first of all, you're going to see them for who they really are. But also, it's going to get you stuck because these people literally do have influence in your life, and you guys were ride or die. So it's going to negatively impact you. But the confusion you had before about who they were, if they were good for you, like, and all the confusion that has entered into your head, because the problem is that sometimes these types of people have a way of spinning their words and their truths and their concepts to you in such a way that you believe it. And so because they're your ride or die, you're going to believe them over the person that you just met new. And this person knows what they're talking about, and that person does not. But that other person has no stake in the game. So if you go one way or you don't go one way, they don't freaking care. That's a you choice. But these people, they're like, you've been my ride or die. I depend on you just as much as you depend on me. Right? So I'm going to twist the words and the concepts and whatever I need to twist in whatever way I need to twist it so you don't leave me, because my definition of life or myself has something to do with you being in it, right? And so this is like one of those like aha moments where you're starting to realize all the things that has ever happened. I tell people a lot when they come to the office, like, you'll know that you lower your frequency when people that are karmic that you let go of, people that are karmic that you normally stay away from, all of a sudden start hitting you up. And then that's for you to now do work for yourself, elevate your frequency so you can get these people out of your frequency again. And then we have the energy of Eight of Swords. And this is when you realize how stuck you were, how much you thought you were free, and you were actually under somebody else's influence because you were acting like a donkey when you're a human, right? You were acting like an ass when you're a human. And that's what I'm saying here. Like you're trapped in an identity, in a persona that these people believe that you should be because that solidifies their identity. And now it's like, holy shit, I'm not this person. In the bottom of the deck, we have the Hierophant. When the Hierophant, for me, especially in this reading, it's talking about what do you truly believe about yourself? Because Hierophant, besides being the Pope, besides being organizations, besides being groups, besides all that stuff, it is a fundamental belief system that it's your Santo Amen, is what I call it, which is your commandments of your life, right? I am this. The world is this. This is how things work. This won't work because I am this kind of person. Do you see what I'm saying? So that foundational belief is established because you're still with the same group. And so this is just the 10. It's not saying that, oh, then you leave them and your life is going to be butterflies and rainbows. When you leave them, you figure out how much you have dug yourself into a deep ass hole that you're going to have to get out of. But at least you notice you're in the hole, not in the hole thinking you're fine. And so, strongest takeaway from this whole thing, it's you or them. You can stay in this group and repeat yourself in the same cycle going down the same hole, or you can get out and slowly start digging yourself out of the hole that you put yourself in. Um, you've connected to something that does not resonate with you. And I don't think that this is a this life thing. I think this is a many life things because this feels deep seated. The 4 of Wands for me, it's quite literally the energy of Cancer, which is the fundamental relationships that you've created to form the identity that you are. And that's interesting now that I mention it that way, because that's all about the month of June. The month of June is, I mean, when you see this video, but the month of June is the energy of kind of really taking a good hard look at the people you connected to. And am I still that person? And in this case, it feels like you never were supposed to be. You chose to be. And that's the problem. So sometimes we receive karma because we choose to stick to people that are karmic. And then we go down the same hole they do because it sticks, right? In Spanish, we have this saying that says, Dime con quién andas y te diré quién eres. Tell me who you walk with and I'll tell you who you are. It doesn't matter if that's not your scene, they're just friends from a long time, blah, blah, blah. As long as they're still in your radar and they're still connected to you, you are like them. So keep that in mind, okay? I hope this helps you.